You're listening to The John and Heidi Show. Now, featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Ferris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris. Good Wednesday to you, Dan. How you doing?
Oh, just, girding my loins.
He's a loin girder, let me tell you.
My loins, and everyone should be. Well, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day.
I know.
And that's a big deal in Sioux Falls.
It's a big deal everywhere, I think.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, I grew up in Minneapolis, and St. Paul is actually huge on St. Patrick's Day.
I bet.
Big party going on there. So, we'll have some deets for you, or maybe
Dye our
not.
dog green. No.
That'd be awesome. Nancy Wilson is 67.
Happy birthday.
Of Heart, of course, guitar
Yeah.
player. Her sister Ann, singer.
Yep. Very talented
They're going to go
ladies.
back out on tour, and apparently there's some kind of rift between the sisters. I'm not sure what, but
Well, that's going to be an awkward tour.
I learned something weird about Heart this week.
what's that, John?
There's a radio station we work with in Canada. They have to play a certain amount of Canadian music. And there's an album from Loverboy that's not considered Canadian because they produced it in America. But there's an album from Heart that is considered Canadian music because they produced it in Canada. This Canadian guy's like, yeah, so Heart is Canadian and Loverboy's not.
Again,
Who knew?
And I've broached this subject dozens of times in my adult life. How have we not just overtaken Canada?
Add a few more
Let's
states.
just take it.
A few more states. We'll be good.
Wow.
So after hearing how they have to deal with things there, I appreciate our relationship with the FCC.
Jerry Lewis was born this day.
Funny guy.
Yeah, and that marathon he used to do is pretty incredible stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty amazing guy. Guy helped a lot of folks out. Just like our final contestant on Celebrity Birthdays, William Drayton Jr. Actually, Flava Flav, 63.
Flava Flav.
Yeah, boy.
He made wearing a clock a fashion statement.
Do you know how that happened? Because
No.
I do.
How did it happen?
They were in the studio, Public Enemy, years ago, laying down some tracks and whatnot, and one of the engineers wore a stopwatch around his neck.
Okay.
And Flavor Flav thought that was funny. And so as a joke one day, he walked in wearing a
funny.
clock around his neck.
Yeah.
And somebody, probably stoned to the bone, said, that's a good look. You should just do that. What you may not know about Flavor Flav, he is a musical prodigy. He plays 15 instruments.
No, I could see that.
He's a classically trained pianist.
He's a lot smarter than you would guess.
Oh, yes. He's a pretty accomplished guy.
Yeah.
He's just nuts.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know. I watched him on that show. What was that called? Flavor of Love or something
I've
like
never
that? It
watched
was
that.
horrifying.
But his persona is different than who he is.
who knows? Maybe not.
Yeah, I think it is.
Crazy is crazy.
Yeah.
Currently has a net worth of about $3 million. So,
Not bad.
Flav, he'll be okay. It was 1867. Talk about a game changer. The first publication of an article by Joseph Lister outlining discovery of antiseptic surgery.
Listerine.
Correct. But up to that point, they're just doing surgery and there's nothing,
Yeah.
antiseptic, it was not even conceived of.
They'd rub a little dirt on it.
So it wasn't necessarily the surgery that would kill the patient, it was the infections that happened afterwards.
Right.
So that was kind of a big deal. 1968, General Motors this day produces its 100 millionth automobile.
Wow.
Wow.
Big dollars, John and Heidi. What was that make and model?
In what year?
Geez.
1968. The 100 millionth automobile from GM.
No clue.
I'd say it would be a Chevy Bel Air.
I just naturally thought it'd be a Chevy too.
Yeah,
But
wasn't.
no, an Oldsmobile Toronado.
If you gave me 10 swings, I wouldn't have hit that
See,
one.
and I wouldn't have either, but pretty darn cool car.
Yeah, those are kind of cool.
And finally, in 2019, this is sad and yet fairly interesting. This day, 2019, beached dead whale in Mabini, Philippines.
Is this the one they blow up with dynamite?
No,
Oh.
whole different whale. So marine biologists had a little look-see what's going on. This dead beached whale. Inside, they found 88 pounds of plastic,
Oh, wow.
Oh, geez.
including 40 pounds of plastic bags.
Man.
Oh, geez.
Not sure what their takeaway was from that, but mine is, hey, fishermen, you might want to rethink your bait.
Catch bigger fish with plastic.
Well, I know, you know, we all know. We just
Wow.
blast ahead here.
Gonna do that. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
The Vegas Travel Center is offering 3 days and 2 nights accommodations to Vegas. They'll completely waive the package price. Plus, you get tickets to your choice of activities as well as meals. Jump on this now. Obviously, a deal like this isn't going to last. When they're gone, they're gone. So don't miss out. Just call 605-210-5220 and they'll get you set up for a great getaway. Call now for this special radio offer. 605-210-5220. That's 605-210-5220.
Time now for Back to the Basics in Healthcare with Balanced Life Chiropractic, and we have Dr. Harley. How are you?
Hey, John. Doing great. Oh, looking forward to all this nice weather. Maybe we're finally getting out of winter.
This might be like the first real spring. We've had a lot of fake springs, and then we got like real winter back. So this might be the real thing. Who knows? We'll find out. But this week we're going to talk about preventative care, because a lot of the time people wait until they come in. They go, "Hey, Dr. Harley, I have this major pain, this big problem. Can you fix it? My femur's poking out of the skin." But maybe they don't wait that long. But they usually come in with problems. But if they work on preventative care, that minimizes the problems, doesn't it?
Definitely. So, yeah, if you have a broken leg, don't come to me. Definitely go to, like, urgent care or probably the ER for that big of a bone break.
Especially if the femur's poking out of the skin.
Yeah, that's an ER visit.
That's not
sure.
a chiropractic thing?
Not at all. Yeah, so we see a lot of people for, one, reactive, which is totally fine. We definitely get there. But, you know, when you wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait for your problems to keep getting worse and then finally do something about it, it's going to take so much longer to work on fixing that, and you're not going to be the healthiest at that point, because the longer you don't take care of your health, the worse it's going to continue to get, and then you're sometimes left with only a few options on how to fix it. And when people have problems and they wait to fix them, how do we typically want to fix them after we decide to do something about it?
I want to fix now.
Right? Everyone wants a quick fix, but the longer something's been going on, the longer it's going to take to correct it. There is no such thing as a quick fix when it comes to your health. Our health's our greatest asset, but usually we don't do anything about it until it's gone, and then we want to get it back as soon as possible, but it doesn't work that way. You know, we can look at some of those kind of quick fixes, right? You know, medication. Sure, medication is going to help get rid of the symptoms, but it's not really going to correct the cause of the problem, especially not right away. And when you stop taking that medication, the problem usually comes right back. So you're usually taking that medication for a long time until you start making some changes like lifestyle, diet changes, those kinds of things.
And I think we've talked about that in the past. It's like taking the batteries out of the smoke alarm rather than putting out the fire.
Exactly, right? Yeah. And other times, problems are so bad that now you have to have surgery to correct it. Now, that's not really a quick fix, because one, it's been going on for a long time, and now you're getting to surgery. Well, depending on what it is, you might not get into surgery right away. It might take a while.
And then even if you do, you got to heal.
You
hope you heal right.
Yeah, there's a long healing process with that surgery, let alone it's really expensive, even with your insurance covering a lot of it. You still have a lot of out-of-pocket costs to take on that. So really not very, quick and effective in that sense of things, versus if we actually take care of our health, prevent these problems from getting so bad. One, you're going to be a lot happier, you're going to be a lot healthier, and you're not going to have all these problems. So we see a lot of people, one, for their corrective problems, to help them with their aches and pains, but then two, to maintain their health, right? Because it's a lot easier and cheaper to maintain your health versus trying to fix it when you're left with some costly things to fix those problems.
And this is something that I can speak to because we've been over a year now coming here. And the thing that I can tell you is I sleep better now. I feel better now. There's a lot of very positive things that I've noticed, and I know that I'm not that unique. It's probably one of those things where I may be a bit unique. But when people when you're taking care of that kind of just makes it all better.
Right. Yeah. People are, as we get older, everyone's like, oh, it's just old age. Aches and pains are normal. Pain's never normal. It's our body's way of saying, hey, something's not right. And just like with our car, you can't just cover up the check engine light and it's eventually going to go away. No, the problems with your car are going to slowly get worse and be a lot more expensive to fix down the road. versus, taking care of your health. Yeah, you sleep much better, you handle stress much better, you're not sick as often. Those are all really great things with having a healthier lifestyle, and chiropractic something that can help with that.
Yeah, I still cry at sad movies. Can you fix that? No, that's not a...
Probably not. Maybe just don't watch those sad movies.
Oh, there we go. That's right. Hey, if people would like to connect with you, how do they get a hold of you here at Balanced Life Chiropractic?
Yeah, they can shoot us a message on our Facebook page, Balanced Life Chiropractic, or give us a call at 605-215-1785. We'd love to help you and your family achieve better health goals.
And you can also find them online. Their website, super simple, super easy. It's balancedlifesd.com.
It's Bernie Carrick, former New York City Police Commissioner. If you own a gun, you need to check out StopBoxUSA.com, the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home and get instant, reliable access to that gun. It's an awesome weapon retention product, especially if you have little kids at home or frequent visitors. Get access to your gun in under a second. StopBox is the safest solution to keep a firearm in your home.
Use discount code RADIO to save 10% at StopBoxUSA.com.
You need to check out StopBoxUSA.com.
And now stuff Dan finds interesting. Yeah.
It is time for Stuff Dan Finds Interesting. Dan, what do you find interesting on this Wednesday?
I just stumbled across this article, and it kind of hits close to home because I have dealt with this in my lifetime. Rumor is, and I don't know if you guys have gone through this or not, but can in the Midwest, and let's just take Wisconsin, Minnesota, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it legal to serve alcohol to someone under 21 years of age if they are with their parents and the parents are okay with that?
I thought it was.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I'm pretty sure you could do that, but I don't know if it's. Is that not the case?
Not really.
Okay. Well,
not really, because I'm actually a former bar owner, and that happened, one or two times.
Yeah.
I guess in a bar, I would say no, but I would say, like at your home, if you've got people over for dinner and everybody's having wine, if the parents don't mind, I don't know whether that would be illegal, would it? I don't know.
Sounds like it would be, Heidi.
Actually, if the minor is 18, 19, or 20, not quite 21, but starting at 18, in the home, it's perfectly okay.
Okay.
But not in like most public bars and restaurants.
Yeah.
So, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, that I would have assumed that in restaurants, absolutely not. I don't care if the parents are with them, but
this has been going around forever, and I think especially you go rural, you go up north or whatever in South Dakota, which is mostly rural. I'm guessing if you stop into this roadside tavern, whatever, your mom and dad, your kid's 19, and going, hey, throw Albert a beer here, we're perfectly down with it, they're probably going to get it.
Yeah.
Even though by law that's not how it should
I
be.
wouldn't think so, but that's interesting.
So
I did not know that.
That's how
We're
that
all
goes.
learning stuff.
And hey, I think it's just good parenting to want your kid to tie into booze before they're out of the door. You betcha. Mom and Dad of the year right there.
You're just getting folks ready for tomorrow. That's what you're doing.
There you go. So yeah, I found that interesting because this has come up in my life, and I've always gone, not sure what to do with this.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
It's good to know, and it's better to know than to think you know.
There you go.
So when you think you know, that's when you get yourself in trouble.
That's so true, John.
All right. Well, Dan, thank you for that update, sir.
You bet. Thanks for having me, guys. Always an honor. Always a pleasure. See ya.
All right. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Ferris.
At BetterCreditCards.com, our mission is to help you get a better credit card. Why pay more interest than you need to? We have cards with amazing points and perks. If you're not a point person and just want the lowest interest rate, you can find those too at BetterCreditCards.com. You can also find credit cards designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card. Give yourself a little credit at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Wednesday, March 16th, 2022. Equity markets rebounded Tuesday after some better than expected inflation data. But don't read too much into the move. The PPI data was better than expected at the headline levels, but still up 0.8% from last month and 10% from last year. With input prices still on the rise and oil trading near $100, producer prices and consumer prices are still going to get higher. And there is the FOMC to consider as well. The FOMC will release the March policy statement Wednesday afternoon and virtually guaranteed to hike rates by at least 25 basis points. The biggest risk for the market is the first hike will be larger than expected and or come in with a more hawkish than expected outlook. In that scenario, the odds of stalling the economy will rise because higher interest rates could lead to higher inflation in the near term at least. A stalled economy could easily turn into a recession. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.